Respect is a value we often hold dear, but the reality is not everyone we encounter will treat us with the respect we believe we deserve. The teachings of Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes self-control, wisdom, and inner peace, provide us with powerful tools to navigate such situations. Rather than being swayed by external factors or the behavior of others, the Stoic approach focuses on mastering our own perceptions and responses. The first step in handling disrespect is to understand that the opinions and actions of others are beyond our control. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus remind us that we should concern ourselves only with what lies within our control, our thoughts, actions, and choices. When someone acts disrespectfully, their behavior reflects their character, not ours. By internalizing this principle, we shield ourselves from unnecessary emotional turmoil. Their words or actions, no matter how sharp, only have power if we allow them to affect us. This awareness frees us from the chains of external validation and reminds us that our worth is inherent, not dictated by the whims of others. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism is the principle of discernment. This involves clearly differentiating between what we can and cannot control. In every situation where we face disrespect, we must ask ourselves whether it is worth expending energy on something we cannot change. Often, the answer is no. The disrespectful words or actions of others, as hurtful as they may seem, are external occurrences outside the sphere of our influence. What we can control is our reaction, our choice to either engage or rise above. This distinction is crucial. Without it, we risk becoming entangled in endless struggles, trying to rectify what is beyond our reach. Equally important is the practice of maintaining composure. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the importance of not letting others dictate our emotional state. When faced with disrespect, it is tempting to react with anger or defensiveness, but this often exacerbates the situation. Instead, we should pause, take a deep breath, and remind ourselves that responding with dignity is a reflection of our own values. Calmness disarms disrespect and demonstrates that we are not easily shaken. This composure is not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to our strength. By staying grounded, we model the behavior of someone who is in control, unperturbed by fleeting challenges. Stoicism teaches us that while emotional reactions are natural, we are not slaves to them. We may feel a flash of anger or hurt when disrespected, but we do not need to act on those feelings impulsively. By practicing self-awareness, we create space between the stimulus and our response, allowing reason to guide our actions. This deliberate approach is not about suppressing emotions, but rather about channeling them productively. When we act out of reason rather than emotion, we maintain our integrity and avoid escalating conflict. Another key aspect of the Stoic approach is empathy. While it may seem counterintuitive, attempting to understand why someone is disrespectful can be enlightening. People's actions are often driven by their own insecurities, frustrations, or misunderstandings. When we view their behavior through this lens, it becomes easier to respond with patience and compassion rather than resentment. This doesn't mean we condone their actions, but rather that we choose not to take them personally. Empathy allows us to rise above pettiness and maintain a sense of perspective. The ability to see others as flawed and struggling, just as we are, transforms what might feel like a personal attack into an opportunity to practice tolerance. Empathy does not absolve others of their wrongdoing, but it offers us a broader perspective. By considering the potential reasons behind someone's disrespect, we can avoid reacting impulsively. Often, disrespectful behavior stems from a person's own inner turmoil. They may be projecting their frustrations onto others, acting out of ignorance, or attempting to assert themselves in unhealthy ways. When we view their behavior in this light, we may find it easier to maintain our composure and avoid taking their actions to heart. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own behavior rather than fixating on how others treat us. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of living virtuously regardless of external circumstances. When we consistently act with integrity, respect, and kindness, we set a standard for how we expect to be treated. Over time, this behavior may influence others, but even if it doesn't, we can take pride in knowing we have upheld our values. Our actions become a testament to our character, demonstrating that we do not need the validation or approval of others to live a meaningful life. Respect, after all, begins with self-respect. When we honor our own principles, we establish an unshakable foundation for how we interact with the world. Others may choose to disregard or demean us, but their behavior cannot tarnish our integrity. This self-respect serves as a guiding light, reminding us that our worth is not contingent upon others' opinions. Instead of seeking validation externally, we cultivate it internally through our adherence to virtue. It is also worth considering the importance of setting boundaries. Respect is not about tolerating mistreatment. It is about knowing when to stand firm. Stoic wisdom encourages us to communicate assertively and establish limits. This can be done without anger or aggression, but with a clear sense of self-respect. By doing so, we send a message that while we cannot control others, we do control what we are willing to accept. Boundaries protect our peace and reinforce the notion that respect starts with ourselves. They remind us that self-worth is not negotiable and that our energy should not be squandered on those who fail to recognize it. Boundaries are not barriers. They are bridges to healthier relationships. They create clarity, ensuring that interactions are rooted in mutual understanding and respect. Establishing boundaries may sometimes require difficult conversations, but these discussions are opportunities for growth. They enable us to express our needs and expectations without resorting to conflict. In doing so, we foster an environment where respect can flourish naturally. Another profound lesson from Stoicism is the concept of impermanence. Marcus Aurelius frequently meditated on the transient nature of life, reminding himself that most troubles are fleeting. Disrespect, like any other challenge, will pass in time. By viewing these moments as temporary, we can avoid becoming consumed by them. This perspective helps us focus on what truly matters and prevents us from giving undue weight to negativity. It's a reminder that life's brevity should inspire us to rise above trivial disputes and focus instead on our personal growth and fulfillment. Gratitude is another powerful tool in the Stoic arsenal. When faced with disrespect, we can choose to shift our focus to the positive aspects of our lives. There will always be people who value and appreciate us, and their presence is worth far more than the negativity of a few. By practicing gratitude, we cultivate resilience and remind ourselves that our worth is not defined by others' opinions. This mindset helps us to stay grounded, drawing strength from the relationships and experiences that truly matter. Self-reflection is a cornerstone of Stoicism and plays a crucial role in how we handle disrespect. Every encounter, even the unpleasant ones, offers an opportunity for growth. When someone disrespects us, we can ask ourselves whether there is any truth in their actions or words. If there is, we can use this insight to improve ourselves. If not, we can dismiss their behavior as irrelevant to our journey. Self-reflection allows us to turn challenges into lessons, making us wiser and stronger in the process. It empowers us to use every setback as a stepping stone towards self-improvement. Another Stoic principle that proves invaluable in dealing with disrespect is the idea of amor fati, or loving one's fate. This philosophy encourages us to embrace everything that happens, including the unpleasant moments, as necessary parts of our life's journey. When we encounter disrespect, instead of resisting or lamenting it, we can view it as an opportunity to practice patience, humility, or courage. By accepting these moments with grace, we transform adversity into a tool for growth. It's not about liking the experience, but rather understanding its value in shaping who we are. In many cases, handling disrespect also involves knowing when to walk away. The Stoics teach us that while endurance is important, it is equally important to recognize situations that no longer serve us. If a relationship or environment is consistently harmful, choosing to remove ourselves can be an act of wisdom, not defeat. By stepping away, we assert our right to prioritize our well-being and focus our energy on more meaningful pursuits. The ability to let go is a vital aspect of the Stoic practice. It is not about quitting, but rather about recognizing when the situation has become toxic and detrimental to our peace of mind. Sometimes, our relationship with others may be clouded by habitual interactions that bring little to no value to our lives. Stoicism offers us the clarity to distinguish between relationships that nourish us and those that drain us. If an individual consistently disrespects us and shows no willingness to change, remaining in the relationship out of obligation or fear can only further erode our peace. The Stoics encourage us to walk away not with bitterness, but with the understanding that our journey toward wisdom, virtue, and tranquility is too valuable to be compromised. Furthermore, the power of silence cannot be understated. In situations where disrespect is being displayed, silence is often the most powerful response. The Stoics believed in the power of words, but they also understood the strength that lies in restraint. By choosing silence over responding in anger, we take control of the situation. Silence can be a statement in itself, conveying a sense of disinterest in engaging with negativity or dishonor. In many cases, silence is a form of self-respect. It allows us to detach from the turmoil and maintain our dignity. In more complex situations, where silence alone might not resolve the issue, Stoicism encourages us to seek a higher ground. This may involve having a calm, constructive conversation where we express our feelings and set clear boundaries. This approach does not guarantee that the other person will change, but it does offer us the opportunity to communicate our values and expectations. Even if the other party continues their behavior, we can take comfort in knowing we have acted in alignment with our own principles. Finally, the concept of eudaimonia, or flourishing, is central to Stoic philosophy and its approach to handling disrespect. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness is not found in external validation or material success, but in the pursuit of virtue, wisdom, and self-control. When we focus on our own growth, the opinions of others, particularly those who disrespect us, become less significant. Our flourishing is based on our ability to maintain inner peace and align our actions with our core values. By embodying Stoic virtues, we not only respond to disrespect, but transform it into a stepping stone on our path to becoming the best versions of ourselves. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon for more videos on philosophy and self-improvement. And hey, share this video with someone who might need a little calm in their chaos. Until next time, stay strong and stay stoic.